When you think about the world of railways, you picture precision, power, and cutting-edge tech. We see these huge, sleek trains gliding down the tracks and just assume everything behind the scenes is equally advanced. But what if I told you that the system holding it all together often relies on something as simple and as fragile as a piece of paper? Let's dig into what that actually means on the ground floor.
This quote from Mark Hopcraft, a production supervisor right there in the thick of it, just says it all. He calls managing a critical repair with paper an absolute nightmare. You can just feel the stress in those words, can't you? This isn't just about things being a little slow. It's about a fragile process where one missed signature or one lost form could spiral into huge delays and, more importantly, real safety issues. And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's this massive disconnect. You've got these incredible, state-of-the-art trains, but the very processes that keep them safe and reliable are stuck in another era. This isn't just inefficient, it's a hidden risk running through the veins of the entire system.
So let's really break down this paper-based nightmare, because it's so much more than just a few messy stacks of documents. It's a whole web of potential failures that can impact everything from safety right down to the bottom line.
I mean, just think about these problems in the real world. We're talking about crucial repair forms that just go missing. Safety checks with scribbles so bad you can't even read them. Signatures that are just a squiggle, so you have no idea who actually signed off on the work. And then there's the soul-crushing cycle of photocopying, filing, and the mistakes that always happen when you have to type the same info into 3 different systems. But really, it all boils down to one critical failure. You have no immediate access to information. You're flying blind. But out of that nightmare comes a genuine revolution. And this is where the story takes a turn. We go from the problem to the solution. A system called SmartFleet, which was built to drag railway operations, kicking and screaming if necessary, right into the 21st century. And the change is just night and day. Look at this. Instead of lost forms, you've got instant access to everything right at your fingertips. Instead of illegible handwriting, you get crystal clear digital entries. Missed signatures? That's a thing of the past, with guaranteed digital sign-offs. And those long data delays? Gone. Replaced with real-time monitoring of every single step. It's a complete 180.
So what is SmartFleet exactly? Well, at its heart, it's a paperless system that takes the paper forms a company is already using and cleverly turns them into powerful web apps. But here's the best part, the secret sauce. It's all built on the power of Excel. That means the people on the ground, the ones who actually know the processes inside and out, can help build the digital tools they need. It's an incredibly smart and practical approach.
Okay, so that all sounds fantastic in theory, but how does it actually work in a loud, busy, greasy workshop? Let's break it down. It's actually pretty simple.
First, you digitize your processes. You take those old paper forms and poof, they become smart digital apps. Second, you push them out to any device. And this is so important. A mechanic can use a tablet right there next to the train. A supervisor can check on things from their phone across the yard. A manager can see the whole picture on their laptop. And third, everybody gets instant access to the data. No more waiting, no more guessing.
And this whole system is built tough for the real world of the rail industry. It gives access to everyone who needs it, not just your own staff, but subcontractors, even your clients. Of course, all that data is protected with top-notch enterprise-grade security. But maybe the most crucial part is that it allows for in-house customization. It empowers the actual teams to solve their own problems without having to wait 6 months for some massive IT project to get approved.
So we've covered what it is and how it works. But what's the actual real-world impact? What happens when you roll this out?
Well, this number alone says a lot. 30 plus. SmartFleet isn't just a cool idea. It's a mature, proven platform with over 30 ready-to-go digital solutions, all designed specifically for the UK rail industry. This is not a test run. This is a toolkit that's already been put through its paces.
And the range of these solutions is just massive. We're not talking about one niche task here. It covers everything from maintenance and overhaul with things like digital route cards to quality assurance with workshop audits. It even handles train presentation with cleaning scorecards and damage tracking. And for the really critical stuff like compliance, it manages competency tracking and document control. It literally touches every part of a train's life. So, what does all this add up to? Real, measurable benefits. Productivity shoots up because you've removed all those paper bottlenecks. Quality and traceability are on a whole other level. I mean, imagine a fault is found on a part. Instead of a week-long paper chase, engineers can now instantly trace it back,
who installed it, who signed off, even which tools were used. That gives managers way better info to make smarter decisions, which ripples out to the whole supply chain and, at the end of the day, means more reliable trains and happier passengers.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The industry has definitely taken notice. SmartFleet was named a winner at the European Railway Clusters Initiative Innovation Awards. That is a massive stamp of approval, recognizing it as one of the top innovations in the entire European rail sector. It's not just a good idea, it's an award-winning one.
So when you pull it all together, it's a really powerful story. It's about a fundamental change in how a massive, critical industry works, moving from what was basically organized chaos to a state of digital clarity and control.
And honestly, that's the perfect way to put it. It's the full journey from that absolute nightmare Mark Hopcroft was talking about, full of risk and constant frustration, to what the system's creators call paperless joy. A future where there are no lost forms, no bad handwriting, and you have exactly the information you need right when you need it. Which kind of leaves us with one last thought to chew on. The rail industry is just one example. It really makes you wonder, right? What other critical systems that we all depend on every single day are still just running on paper? What other nightmares are out there, just waiting for their own digital leap forward?